So let's talk about cherophobia. A lot of us struggle with, but don't really have the language for, which is this fear that when things are going really well for us, that something is going to come take it away, that some disaster, some tower moment is going to come and destroy it. And so oftentimes what we do is that we try to temper our lives to be base so that nothing can disappoint us more than we're already disappointed. Oftentimes this leads to us self-sabotaging and actually creating trauma in our lives because we feel like at least we know to expect it, as opposed to getting comfortable and excited and then losing it. I was telling y'all a few days ago that in the process of me doing this work to release my vices, I'm starting to understand that there's a source within me that produces the feelings of bliss that I keep trying to synthetically produce. Euphoria is synthetic bliss. We have to understand that. So when we are doing things to induce euphoria, like sex with people who don't deserve it, overeating, smoking weed, using other drugs, drinking alcohol without any real purpose, binge watching TV, endless scrolling on social media, when we are doing these things, oftentimes it is to produce the synthetic bliss. The problem with that is that it's like a lot of drugs, the effect of it is very limited. So you have to keep doing it and you have to overconsume to keep the feeling going. However, there's a source within us that produces that feeling in the most organic way, and that is what we call bliss. The problem with that is that in order to be able to access bliss, you have to be doing the work, right? You have to be honest with yourself. You have to tell yourself the truth. You have to be committed to shadow work. You have to get rid of the things that feed your ego and not your soul, and that's not always easy to do. Or euphoria offers a simpler path, right? So most of us avoid that path. But when you're doing the work, you don't have to go seeking for it. It shows up. And like I said, I've been having like these little pockets where I just feel really content and really at peace and really at ease and joyous. And it's so interesting because I keep trying to identify the reason. Like I keep looking around like wait, what was I just thinking, or what just happened that has me feeling this way? Because it's so foreign for me to believe that I can feel this way without something outside of me being the reason that I feel it. That is what's so trippy about this. I'm just happy. Nothing is the reason, I just am. Music sounds a little brighter to me, and the sky is a little more blue than it usually is, and the weather feels like the best weather in the world, and there is no justification. I am the justification. And then I found myself like, Kwani, please relax. Because you know the downside is coming. What is the flip of this going to feel like? How much is it going to take out of you? How much is it going to wipe out of you? Why is that the reaction? That's the reaction because I'm trying to prepare myself for things to go wrong so that I won't be so deeply disappointed if they do. And we have to stop doing that. The way I am going to practice not doing that any longer is to remind myself that I have been through hard things. I have been through some of the hardest things. And one thing about my ass is that I am resilient. I'm more than resilient. I'm fortified. There has not been one thing that has come up against me and won. And the same is true for whatever might come in the future. I am equipped to deal with any measly inconvenience that may show up. However, I will not deny myself moments of bliss. I will no longer deny myself joy. I will no longer deny myself hope, in an effort to protect myself from disappointment. Because it doesn't matter what I do, disappointment is going to come. Hard things are going to come. But in the meantime, why shouldn't I experience all the joy and all the bliss there is? And this is a message for me and a message for you too. Cherophobia is robbing you of the present and the present that the universe is offering you, which is a moment to be happy and enjoy the life that you have.